Meet Christina Corrigan, 13-year-old girl found dead in a California home, covered with sores and the trash of food she had laid on the floor in front of her television set. Died from heart failure, Christina weighed 680 pounds at the time of her death. Paramedics found her covered in her own urine and feces and surrounded by empty containers of fast food. Child obesity is a major problem concerning children in the United States. According to a national health survey from the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, approximately 12.5 million children ages 2 to 9 years are obese. My name is Kaizer. I'm a communications major at Marist College. And realizing there are so many unhealthy kids in the United States, I'm here to inform you of the causes, effects, and prevention techniques associated with the escalating problem of childhood obesity. Let's start with the causes. There are two main causes of childhood obesity, them being intake in high calories and lack of physical activity. Today, children have been eating too many unhealthy foods, such as sugar drinks and fast food, such as McDonald's and Burger King. Students have access to these unhealthy foods at school throughout the day, from vending machines, school events, fundraising, sporting events. And most of these unhealthy foods contain high fat and calorie while lacking in necessary nutrients. Patterns associated with obesity are eating when not hungry and eating while watching TV or doing homework. A lack of physical activity, being the second main cause of obesity, plays a vital role in unhealthy children. Based on the 2008 Physical Activity Guidelines for Americans, only 18% of students in grades 9 through 12 met the recommendation of at least 60 minutes of physical activity each day. An average child watches 3 hours of television per day. Though television shows such as SpongeBob SquarePants may be worth watching, too much television is not only a bad choice because it uses less energy and calories, but it also encourages snacking. In addition, the popularity of television, computers, and video games translates into an increasingly sedentary, inactive lifestyle for many children in the United States. Not attending daily physical education and having too much of a busy schedule that prevents children from partaking in sporting events after school also influences the lack of physical activity. Other smaller causes of obesity include socioeconomic statuses and genetic factors. The effects of obesity range from bad health conditions to even death. Obese children are more likely to have high blood pressure and high cholesterol, which are risk factors for cardiovascular disease, increased risk of impaired glucose tolerance, insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, breathing problems such as sleep apnea and asthma, joint problems, or even fatty liver disease, gallstones, and gastroesophageal reflux. Imagine knowing a child you know having any types of these symptoms, whether it will be your little brother, sister, cousin, camper, or even your own kids. Obese children are even more likely to become obese adults. Adult obesity contribute to many health conditions such as diabetes, numerous cancers, and heart disease. Mental health effects include social discrimination and low self-esteem. Stated by the American Public Health Association, obesity contributes to 4 of the 10 leading causes of death among U.S. adults, following heart disease, stroke, and cancer. Furthermore, a study indicated that childhood obesity could dramatically increase the chance of premature death. The study, which appears in the New England Journal of Medicine, notes that childhood obesity, together with other risk factors for cardiovascular disease, doubles the chance of premature death before age 55. In an effort to evaluate the risks and complexities of childhood obesity and premature death, the researchers studied 4,857 children from the Gila River Indian community in Arizona. The kids were born between 1945 and 1984 and were followed for an average of 24 years. During that time, 559 participants died before reaching age 55 from a variety of causes including alcohol, liver disease, cardiovascular disease, cancer, and diabetes. The researchers noted that among the four main risk factors monitored in the study, childhood obesity actually turned out to be the strongest predictor of premature death from disease. Premature death in adults was more than 2 times higher among children who were obese than those who weren't. So what can we do to prevent our youth from becoming this unhealthy? Well, researchers have suggested promoting healthy eating patterns by offering nutritious snacks such as fruits, vegetables, whole wheats. Education in food intakes and food choices is another strong strategy. Key strategy. Others include routinely promoting physical activity in schools, community, at home, and limiting TV time and video game time. The seriousness of obesity in children should not be mistaken. Obesity is a major problem in Americans face throughout the country. Obese children are a larger issue, being that they are prone to even more severe consequences. As past United States President John F. Kennedy stated, "A child miseducated is a child lost." Thank you.